Senate Bill 153 is an unwarranted piece of legislation that undermines the petition process, voter rights, and the integrity of elections in Ohio. And with our gerrymandered districts, voting access and direct democracy is even more important. And that's why Senate Bill 153 is trying to make those things harder. So here are 5 reasons that you should reach out to your senator down in Columbus and urge them to vote no on Senate Bill 153. So from the beginning, this bill makes the voter registration process harder, and it requires proof of citizenship at the time of registration, which basically means that we're not going to be able to register by mail or online anymore. Everyone's going to have to take their documentation down to the Board of Elections and register in person. And this disproportionately impacts people of color, young people, and poor people across the state. And along those same lines, if your name doesn't match on your birth certificate and your driver's license, then you won't be able to register to vote without documentation of that legal name change. And that impacts anyone who's changed their name, including women who changed their last name when they got married. And then once you're registered to vote, millions of Ohioans signed petitions to get an initiative on the ballot. And Senate Bill 153 makes that harder too. The bill threatens petition circulators with legal charges for making a mistake. And then petitioners are going to have to wear ID badges given by the government if they are considered compensated for anything. And their definition of compensation in this bill could include pizza, a t-shirt, even something as small as a sticker, anything with monetary value. And once you've made it through all of that with our petitions, this bill also has provisions that allow them to just throw away packets for even one signature not being valid. And once we jump through all these hoops, we finally make it to Election Day. Senate Bill 153 doesn't stop there. It's still trying to make it harder for you to cast a ballot. This bill requires your ID and your registration to be an exact match. So for me, my license has my middle name on it, but my voter registration only has my middle initial because that's what they asked for. I wouldn't be allowed to vote under this bill unless I used a provisional ballot, which we know are often thrown away. So they're still trying to make it harder, and for a bonus 6th reason, Senate Bill 153 also bans all election drop boxes across the state. So if you, like me and the rest of Ohio Citizen Action, think that this is bad for you and bad for Ohio and bad for our elections, use the link in our bio to reach out to your state representatives and urge them to vote no on Senate Bill 153.